Is software engineering worth getting into in 2026? I'm sure this is a question many of you are asking. I have some of the stats right here in front of me. Over 51,000 tech layoffs in 2026 already, right? 58% of companies are planning layoffs for 2026. The most vulnerable tech job by job market analysts is considered to be software engineering, and entry-level and all junior roles are pretty much disappearing. So Google, Amazon, all these things are cutting roles. And the one question that remains alongside all software engineers, whether you're juniors or seniors, is software engineering worth it? Now, I would like to make today's video dedicated to that particular topic because from my perspective, right, having gone from an employee to an employer, I've seen the tech market through and through. What I mean by that is I've been part of the public space, part of the private space, right? Since as long as I can remember. I was in robotics, got into NASA for an internship, went into Fortune 500 as a consultant, left that, started my own business, started doing that. So I've had a decent amount of experience with regards to the market as a whole and trends coming and going. And what I want to do is talk about the future of software engineering and whether or not it's really even worth pursuing in 2026. But before I get into that, I think I first have to define what a software engineer really is for us to understand what I'm even talking about in the first place. You see, most individuals, especially ones that I've talked to well over 1,000 quote-unquote software engineers, and the number one thing that I've gotten faced with, the most common objection has been, okay, if I go into the workforce and I continue working, there's no more safety with regards to what I'm doing. So that's been really the number one concern that I've seen with software engineers, is that they believe the job isn't nearly as safe anymore, especially with the fact that they can get fired at any moment, or they can be replaced by AI, or sometimes both, right? Let me say this. Coding will be replaced, okay? But notice how I said coding will be replaced and not software engineering will be replaced, because there's a very important distinction between the two, and I think not enough people understand it. I always said that a good software engineer has to be a good programmer, but a good programmer does not mean they're a good software engineer, okay? So all the quote-unquote programmers will be replaced. However, software engineers, in my personal opinion, based on what I have seen, having lived it, having been the one working as an employee and also being the employer, I personally do not think good software engineers are ever going to be replaced. In fact, which is the entire point of this channel, it's the exact opposite. Software engineers in this age of AI are going to replace every other profession. So this might be a little different than what you're used to. A lot of the doom and gloom content always talks about software engineering, bashing down on it. But I'm here to tell you that since you already have the technical skills and pretty much AI is making coding a commodity, if you're a software engineer, you already have above average IQ, you learn things relatively quickly, you have the analytical brain, the problem-solving brain to get into this field in the first place, you now have the biggest opportunity of your life to basically absorb every other realm of human endeavor. In the perspective of, if you want to learn marketing, if you want to learn sales, and you want to go into a business, you can, because now you can absolutely crush it. There's nothing that is keeping you from doing that. And short answer, yes. In my opinion, software engineering is still worth getting into 2026. However, not from the perspective of going to a university, getting a CS degree, and going down the corporate path. When I say software engineering is worth in 2026, I'm talking from the perspective of you being a software engineer and utilizing all of your energy and resources towards building a business, something of your own. Because, let me explain. Fulfillment has never been easier. Most of you developers who have already used Cloud Code and other coding agents realize you cannot ever go back to manual coding. Forget about it. Some of you that I've already spoken to have said you literally haven't typed anything manual in over half a year. Some of you even years. Right.
I actually haven't written any code in probably 2 months. I just use an agents.
So with that being said, the only real viable option for software engineers to kind of make sure that the next 10 to 15 years they're good is to get into a business. But at the same time, this only viable option is also the best opportunity that I have seen currently. So I'll have some of the charts coming up here, but 86% of the world's population has yet to use AI. 14% or I think 13% has used AI, but the free tier. Only 0.04% is, I believe, paying $20 a month for an AI subscription. And I believe only 0.04 or 3% is actively utilizing AI to build stuff. So all us software engineers are in a very big bubble. Since I myself am a business owner, I have a 7-figure B2B AI consulting firm here in the city of Los Angeles, and I can tell you that most people are simply not aware of, first and foremost, what AI actually is, and second, what its capabilities actually are. So this means that whenever people say software engineering is going to get replaced, sure, we're obviously seeing it. The junior market, right, is disappearing. There's no more use for just regular coding. However, what happens when the same software engineer who has learned all these algorithms, who has gone through all these higher division courses, who has fundamentally understood the difficulty of the concept, now decides to put that energy into sales and marketing and communication, all these other skills, and pairs that with the business? All of a sudden, now regular people will not ever be able to compete with you. So this is what I mean. Maybe, right, just maybe, 10 to 15 years from now, there will be no software engineer that's actually going to be writing code. However, I can guarantee you that the good software engineers right now, if they take advantage of this opportunity, are going to be the most successful subset of people on the entire planet. Because you have the capability to pretty much fulfill anything you want, especially if you get proficient at cloud code and all these other tools, right? You can build stuff within pretty much weeks, stuff that used to take you months, if not years. And all you have to do now is invest the time and resources to learn the sales and marketing. Some of you might say, well, I'm not a salesperson, I don't know marketing, I'm just a software engineer, I'm gonna sit back and write code. And to that, I'll tell you, do you think it's easier for a salesperson or a marketing person to get into software engineering, or do you think it's easier for a software engineering person to get into sales or marketing? Which one do you think is easier, right? And I want you to genuinely think about this, because based on the dozens of software engineers that I have personally mentored inside Code to CEO, our startup accelerator, I have seen time and time again, like people like Sandra telling me initially, I don't want to get into sales, it's not my thing, I just want to code, to 6 months later, fast forwarding to saying, I only want to do sales, I don't want to code, because they absolutely crush it. I think the imposter syndrome within software engineers is preventing so many talented individuals from actually blossoming and being able to achieve such great things. And I've seen this firsthand, not only in my situation, but in, let's say, the founders that I have personally worked with, right? Paul, Sandra, Dom, Marco, all these guys. Individuals who fundamentally greatly underestimated what they're capable of, and just because they spent a few months understanding the basic concepts of a business, right? The leverage it unlocks, the pain points, marketing, sales, negotiation skills, and fundamentally using their existing brain to understand these concepts and get better at them, all of a sudden they're now crushing it in a space where hundreds of thousands of people have been trying for years and they're not able to see any success, and yet these software engineers are able to see an absurd amount of success within only months. John, one of our top founders, literally got a $4.5 million acquisition offer in a span of a year. And none of these individuals essentially had any business skills. So if you're a software engineer and you're watching this video, there's one takeaway I want you to have, and it's that you are in the best time in history ever, where you are presented with the advent of technology. AI is going to come and completely drastically change the world. People don't have an option. They have to adapt to it, or they're pretty much gonna, waste away. And you know this, and you are the primary person who's gonna understand how to implement this, who's gonna understand how to use this to build other software, right? Who's gonna understand how to fulfill properly. And it's gonna be your job to connect the non-technical to the technical. There's nobody else on this planet that can do it better than you, a software engineer, because nobody fundamentally understands the technology nearly as good as you. You can have other individuals, salespeople, marketing people, who can talk about the tech, who can talk about AI agencies, AI this, AI that. You've seen all the gurus, but deep down, you know the tech way better than everybody else. Nobody can fundamentally build stuff out just like you. When most people think of AI, they, think of like make.com and 8N automations. Nobody actually gets into the nitty-gritty details of an LLM or how these things are done. That's only reserved for software engineers, okay? So this is what I mean. While everybody talks about juniors are getting cut, software engineers are going to get replaced, I'm telling you, you are in the best position out of every single category of people on this planet right now. Use your skills, right? Fundamentally, learn to work with AI, learn how to fulfill extremely quickly, but you have the brain and the pre-existing skills to learn every other skill that you need right now to get into a business. And you are going to absolutely crush it because your rate of learning is way higher than the average person, right? You understand algorithms, you understand logical thinking, and these things are extremely synonymous with a successful entrepreneur. There is a reason that the top founders right now, that the world's wealthiest people, literally out of the top 5, 3 of them have a computer science or a computer engineering background. That is not a coincidence. We make the best entrepreneurs, and we literally make also the best business people, just in general, right? And it just sucks that there's so much imposter syndrome within our community that unfortunately we never give it a try, or we think that entrepreneurship is not for us. As long as you can get over that bottleneck and understand that you right now in 2026, this is the best time to be a software engineer, because you can utilize the fulfillment skills to build anything you touch. You sort of have Midas touch. And all you have to do is dedicate a couple months to learning the basic business skills and actually giving a risk, taking on a risk, and you will be literally the most successful category of people on the planet. A lot of you watching this video right now, if you start within the next 3 to 5 years, you will have generational income. You will have made so much more money than you ever would have trying to go to a big tech job or whatever in that case. And I just wish a lot of you watching this actually took me on my word and just listened to it. Now, with that, you're probably wondering, okay, Bigo, you said all this good stuff, but how do I actually take action? How do I get started? Well, on March 29th, I am hosting a live workshop on how to get clients as a software engineer. This is going to cover how to get your very first client as a developer, getting into the business space, and it's also going to cover how to set up an entire pipeline such that you always have leads coming your way. If you're interested in actually attending that live workshop, because there are going to be limited seats, click the first link down below in the description, as well as the first comment that will be pinned. As always, thank you so much for watching, and keep pushing boundaries.